You will find all the commands related to creating and managing connection to external data sources on the Data tab. The first command that is of interest here is the Get External Data command. If you click on this command, you are provided with a number of options for getting data into Excel. The first is from Access, that is an Access database. You can also get data from a web page. You can get data from a text file. You can also get data from other sources, such as from an SQL server. There are also other sources listed here. You can view existing connections here. So these are existing connections on this computer. I will demonstrate how to get data from an Access database on the same computer and from a text file. To get data from an Access database on the same computer, click on the Get External Data command, then click on From Access. Locate and click on the database of your choice. The Select Table dialog box provides you with all the tables on the Access database. I will select the product table, but you can enable multiple selection so that you can select multiple tables. Then click OK. The Import Data dialog box provides you with these options. You can select how you want to view this data in your workbook. So you have these options. You may choose a table, a pivot table report, a pivot chart, a Power View report, or only create a connection. You can also choose where you want Excel to put the data. You could choose this existing worksheet or a new worksheet. There is the option to add this data to the data model. The data model allows you to combine related data so that you can carry out a comprehensive analysis, especially when they are from different sources or different tables. I'll click OK, and the data has been imported from the products table of the selected Access database. Note that I am provided with the Table Tools Design Contextual tab. Next, I will get data from a text file into Excel. Again, on the Data tab, I'll click on the Get External Data command and select From Text. On the Import Text File dialog box, locate and click on the text file you want to import data from. Then click on Import. The text import wizard will walk you through 3 steps to import the data. You have to define which type of text file you are importing data from. So you have a delimited text file and fixed width text file. A CSV file falls under delimited text file. CSV stands for comma separated values. So with this selected, so you should select the appropriate one for the text file you want to import data from. Then you can define the rows you want to the row you want to start the import from, so you don't have to import all the data on the text file, and you can state whether or not the data has a header row. I'll just click next here, and here I can preview the data. So I can also adjust these lines to set column breaks. Okay, and click next. Then I can set the data type for each field. Okay, so this should be text, this should also be text, this should be text, and so on. Then click finish. The import data dialog box provides these options, which you should be familiar with. Then I'll just click OK. The data has been imported into Excel from the text file. The next command that is of interest is the new query command on the get and transform group of the data tab. With the new query command, you can create one or more connections to data sources, transform the data before you get the data into Excel, merge or combine data, and share data. If you use the new query command to get data from an external source into Excel, then every step you carried out in transforming or reshaping the data will be recorded as a script, and that script can be shared with colleagues or people so that they can run the same steps on similar or the same data. This makes your work reproducible. If you click on the new query command, you will be provided with these options. So you can get data from a workbook, a CSV file, that is a comma separated value file, from an XML file, from a text file, or from a folder. You could also get data from SQL Server database, a Microsoft Access database. You are provided with a number of other databases here that you can get data from. You can also get from these sources listed here. You can get from web, from a SharePoint list. You can also get data from Facebook and the ODBC. You may have noticed a number of similarities between the new query command and the get external data command. The difference is that the new query command allows you to transform the data before you load it into Excel. It also stores the steps of the transformation as a script which you can share with colleagues or other people. But the get external data command does not give you a lot of flexibility when it comes to transforming the data. So if you use the get external data command, then you will have to load the data into Excel before you transform it. But if you use the new query command, you can transform the data before you load what you want into Excel, and the steps you used to transform the data will be recorded. Let's now create a connection to the same Access database on this computer, but this time using the new query command. On the Import Data dialog box, locate and select the database you want to connect to, then click on Import. Excel will create a connection to the database. On the navigator, you'll be provided with the tables on the database. This is very similar to the steps when we use the get external data command. So I will select the products table here, and I can preview the table here. I could also enter a keyword to search for tables here, and if I want to make multiple selections, then I'll just check this, click on this checkbox. Okay, so this is a preview of the data here, and I am provided with these options to load the data. Okay, so if I load the data, which means I'm not transforming it, so this is as good as using the get external data command. Okay, but I also have this option to edit the data. So if I click on edit the data now, the query editor will be launched for the products table. Okay, so I'll just refresh this preview. Okay, and you can see the query setting navigation pane here. You can see the properties. So this is the name, the products table. So these are the steps. These applied steps will be recorded here. So I'll just delete this column. So I'll remove that column. Okay, so this does not affect the data on the database, so I can reshape this data the way I want. So you can see the step recorded there. So removed columns. There are a number of transformations I can carry out here if I click on the transform tab. So you can transpose, create a transpose, reverse rows, count columns, you can group data, you can sort, filter, and all of that. Okay, so you can you can carry out these transformations. You can also add columns here. You can format fields. It's worth exploring, so you could take time to explore this interface, the dialog, the query editor, and carry out other actions, and you will see them recorded here. If you right click on this, then you can edit the setting, you can rename, delete until end, and you have all those options there. Okay, when you're done with all the transformations you want to carry out, then you can just click on um, close and load. Okay, so I just close and load there, and the data will be loaded into this worksheet, and you can see the query there. Okay, so that's the query there. We have one query there. If you right click on this, so this is a preview of the table here. Okay, and you're also provided with some information there. You can view in worksheet, you can edit, there are more options here, and you can delete. Okay, but let's look at these options. If you right click here, you can edit this query, you can delete it, you can refresh, reload to, you can duplicate this query, then edit its duplicate. You can also send this query to the data catalog that is on Power BI, okay, so that you can share this with people and your colleagues. Okay, so note that you are provided with the contextual data tool design tab. Okay, it's also provided here. You also have the query tab there. Okay, so you can those options for the query, okay, you can find most of them here. Okay, okay, so let's go back to the data tab, and you will see show query. So you can show the query. So that's the workbook queries navigation pane, so you can toggle that on and off here. Okay, and you can see a list of recent sources. Okay, so this is a source that have been connected to. Okay, and you can connect again or close this dialog box. That's the recent sources dialog box. Okay, finally, the third group of commands of interest here is the commands on the connections group. Okay, so you can refresh all connections. Okay, so if the database gets updated, then let's say a new record was added to the products table in the selected database, then you will have to create a connection to get Excel to get this worksheet updated with the changes that have been made to the table. Okay, so you have to provide some information here, and okay, and that connection will be updated. Okay, I'll just cancel that. Okay, then you can also view all the connections. Okay, so we actually have 3 connections here. Okay, so these are the connections. You can add a new connection, remove connection, view the properties, and also refresh here. Okay, and there also you can see the properties.